What is going on, YouTube? It's your host again, back here with another episode of The Road to Spider-Man Far From Home. And I'm here to talk to you about the confirmation of Molten Man and Hydro Man in Spider-Man Far From Home. And what are my thoughts of them being in the movie, and we'll go from there. So, Hydro Man and Molten Man being in Far From Home. I actually think they're I actually don't know what to think of them being in the movie. My mind is blank right now. I don't know what to think. I don't know if it's gonna be good that they're including them or if it's bad to be including them. I mean, the good side about it is that at least the good side about it is that I'm glad that they're doing this route with villains that we didn't see in the rest of the Spider-Man movies, like in Spider-Man 1, which is the Sam Raimi trilogy. We saw in the first one we saw Green Goblin. Second one we got Doctor Octopus, played by Alfred Molina. In Spider-Man 3, which is the train wreck of the Sam Raimi trilogy, we got Venom, Harry Osborn as the new Goblin, and Sandman. And then in the Amazing Spider-Man series, the first one we got the Lizard, Dr. Connors. Second one in the second Amazing Spider-Man movie, we got Electro, Green Goblin, Rhino, and we did see some inventions of the Sinister Six's weapons and gear. We saw Vulture's wings, and I think in one of the trailers we saw the Venom symbiote, but in the final movie we didn't get to see it. So we also saw Doctor Octopus's arms, and of course Rhino's suit, which we already saw in the movie in action in the end of the movie, where it cuts the cliffhanger, which we'll never know what happens because whatever happened in that cliffhanger, we have to think about it right here. And but that's I'm going off topic right here between Spider-Man Far From Home and Amazing Spider-Man 2. It's just that before Spider-Man Homecoming came along and took its place as my favorite Spider-Man movie. My favorite Spider-Man movie used to be The Amazing Spider-Man 2, but now, of course, my favorite Spider-Man movie is Spider-Man Homecoming. And so, Molten Man. I forgot a few villains in Spider-Man, because now that we're on topic of Spider-Man Homecoming, in Homecoming, we saw Vulture, played by Michael Keaton, and Shocker. Well, two Shockers. The first one, I don't know what his name is, and the second one being the real Shocker, Herman Schultz. And we also saw Tinkerer, and also in the middle of the film we saw Scorpion, played by Michael Mando, and now we have confirmation of Mysterio, possibly Chameleon, which is going to be for another episode of Spider-Man of The Road to Spider-Man Far From Home, and Molten Man and Hydro Man in the movie. So, what do I think of all these four villains being in the movie? Well, at least they're going a different route this time with, the genre of, well, not exactly the genre because, it's a superhero movie and every MCU movie is a superhero movie. But I like the way that they're going with seeing these obscure villains that rarely anybody knows about except for the comic nerds like me, of course. And yeah, I kind of like how they're doing that route to, explore these obscure villains that barely anybody knows, and so that everybody can know them now that the movie's coming out soon, which is gonna come out in July, and I'm pretty excited for it because, well, I'm a big Spider-Man fan, if you couldn't tell, and I'm actually glad that they're going this route, but yeah, the thing that I'm worried about is that let's just hope that this doesn't end up like Spider-Man 3, where we have that villain problem, where at first they changing, the perspective of another villain, and first, like in Spider-Man 3, at first we have Harry as the villain, and then Sandman as the villain, and then Venom as the villain. You see what I mean? Um, but I'm sure they're gonna take out. I'm pretty sure they're not gonna go that way and go with the way that they did in Spider-Man: Homecoming. I'm sure it did have Vulture, Shocker, and also Tinker and Scorpion, but those four villains were taken care of. The main focus was Michael Keaton as the Vulture, and the others were just, well, Shocker was just a henchman. Tinker was also a henchman, so he was rarely seen in the movie. And Scorpion was the least shown in the movie until the post-credit scene, and also in the middle of the movie in the boat scene, or whatever. Yeah, I'm just gonna say the boat scene because I forgot what that kind of boat is called. So, what do I think? So, what do I think of them including Molten Man and Hydra Man? I actually think it's a good idea, that they're including Hydra Man and Molten Man. And also, I just realized that it's actually a pretty good idea that they introduced Molten Man because in the comics he's the stepbrother of Liz Allen, which Liz Allen appeared in Spider-Man: Homecoming. So that would, well, if they're actually gonna do it, maybe they can cast um, Liz Allen's actress and maybe connect the two movies. Well, not connect; they're already connected, but so that we can see that he's the stepbrother of Liz Allen. But who knows? Maybe maybe Mark Raxton is just gonna be, and he's not gonna be related to Liz Allen in any way, and he's just gonna be his own character without Liz Allen, without his stepsister and his stepfather, which is Michael Keaton's Vulture, which he's also confirmed in the movie. Maybe we could get some stepfather and stepbrother and not stepbrother, stepson, drama and all that stuff. And Hydra Man, yeah, I actually am pretty excited about what they're gonna do with his character, because in the comics he was pushed, because in a battle between Spider-Man and what's his name, I forgot his name, but he's the Marvel version of Aquaman. I legitly forgot his name, but they do battle in the water until they come across this the scientist called Morris Bench, and he accidentally gets knocked over during the battle into some kind of water, like molecule water testing ground, and then he transforms into Hydra Man and tries to get revenge on Spider-Man for doing this to him. And yeah, that's the story of Morris Bench becoming Hydra Man. And pretty much, I'm actually pretty excited about what they're gonna do with these characters, because we haven't seen them at all in any Spider-Man media except the cartoons, because we saw Hydra Man in I believe the 90s show of Spider-Man, the 90s Spider-Man show, and Ultimate Spider-Man, which, I mean, it's not terrible by any means. I mean, it's good, but it's not great, and it's not fantastic like Spectacular Spider-Man, which is the best cartoon of the character, of course. Even though I haven't seen it, but what I've heard is that it's an amazing show. I'm actually kind of thinking about getting the DVD version so that I can watch the series. But that's for another video idea. And so we're focusing on Spider-Man: Far From Home. So yeah, those are my thoughts of Hydra Man and Molten Man being included into Spider-Man: Far From Home. Can't wait what they're gonna do with their characters. And so, yeah, those are my thoughts on Hydra Man and Molten Man being included in Spider-Man: Far From Home. And on other news, I'm still working on the Ultimate Spider-Man episode. I promise you, it'll be uploaded. I promise you. But I'm still working on it. But the reason why it's kind of late is because I've been working on homework, school, all that stuff. So that's why I'm not uploading as much as I used to. And trust me, just because I was absent for about a week ago, or about a few days, doesn't mean, or heck, even a month, that doesn't mean that I'm not gonna upload any day. Because trust me, I will upload someday, and like right now, I'm gonna upload this video, of course. But yeah, I'm still working on the Ultimate Spider-Man episode. I promise you, it'll be uploaded. I promise you. And yeah, those are my. So yeah, that's are my thoughts on Molten Man and Hydra Man being included in Spider-Man Far From Home. And we're gonna discuss in the other episode about my theory about why Nick Fury and Maria Hill are included in Spider-Man Far From Home. But let me give you guys a clue. It has to involve with Peter's parents. That's my clue. So you guys are gonna have to find out for that in the next episode of the Road to Spider-Man Far From Home. So then I hope you guys enjoyed. Like and subscribe and click those notifications in case so that you don't miss any awesome content on this channel. And so yeah, that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Web up that like button, and well, I'll see you later, webheads.